A judge overseeing Rebekah Vardy's libel case against Coleen Rooney referenced Meghan Markle's legal battle with the Mail on Sunday in a judgment handed down today. The WAGs are heading for a trial at the High Court over their 2019 Agatha Christie row in which Coleen, 35, accused Rebekah's Instagram account of leaking false stories about her to the press. Rebekah, 39, has vehemently denied being behind the leaks and has sued fellow WAG Coleen for libel. Jamie Vardy's wife's legal team applied to the court to have several parts of Coleen's defense struck out, and Mrs Justice Steyn handed down her decision in a ruling published today. In the legal document, the judge quotes part of the Duchess of Sussex's privacy case against the Mail on Sunday newspaper. Prince Harry's wife was granted a summary judgment in her favour back in February following a 2-year legal battle in which Meghan claimed her privacy had been violated by the publication of extracts of a handwritten letter she sent to her father Thomas. In the legal papers released today, Mrs Justice Steyn quoted some of Mr Justice Warby's rulings in Meghan's case in relation to the striking out of certain parts of evidence which he deemed to be irrelevant to the proceedings. Mrs Justice Steyn went on to agree to strike out a claim by Coleen that Rebekah showed publicity-seeking behaviour when sitting behind Mrs Rooney in someone else's seat at the 2016 Euros. Mrs Justice Steyn found that even assuming the allegation was true, it would still not help Coleen's case. The judge ruled, "The fact that a person seeks media coverage of their own attendance at a football match does not make it more probable that they would disclose private information about another person to the press." However, Mrs Justice Steyn dismissed Rebekah's team application to have other parts of Coleen's defense struck out, including a claim that Mrs Vardy leaked a story to The Sun about her returning to TV presenting. The judge also denied Rebekah's team's bid for summary judgment, a legal step which would see that part of the case resolved without a trial. Back in 2019, Coleen accused Rebekah's Instagram account of being behind a number of stories which had been leaked to The Sun newspaper. She set up a sting operation in a bid to find out how the stories from her private social media page were ending up in the press, and fans dubbed her Agatha Christie for her detective work. Rebekah, who was heavily pregnant at the time, denied being the source of the leaks and published a statement declaring her innocence. She wrote, "As I have just said to you on the phone, I wish you had called me if you thought this. I never speak to anyone about you, as various journalists who have asked me to over the years can vouch for. If you thought this was happening, you could have told me and I could have changed my passwords to see if it stopped. Over the years various people have had access to my Insta, and just this week I found I was following people I didn't know and have never followed myself. I'm not being funny, but I don't need the money. What would I gain from selling stories on you? I liked you a lot, Coleen, and I'm so upset that you have chosen to do this, especially when I'm heavily pregnant. I'm disgusted that I'm even having to deny this. You should have called me the first time this happened." She ended her statement with a broken heart emoji.